Why is William Judge in his fourth term as Barberton's mayor under investigation? And why did council vote 6-2 to start the process to consider removing him from office? Burning questions that residents all over Barberton and business owners like Justin Guyton from Rubber City Bargains
They're not being transparent.
believe should have been answered by now.
I would like to know what's going on because at the end of the day, the mayor is the leader of the community.
This week, Council President Shorter Griffin said the procedure to possibly remove Judge did not stem from any single incident, but his comments did not provide clarification.
It was prompted by concerns related to the mayor's role as a supervisor of employees and an alleged pattern of conduct.
Griffin also said a former federal prosecutor, Marlon Primes, was hired as an independent investigator and produced a 24-page report that hasn't been made public yet.
The secrecy surrounding it, I think we're almost at the end. I think it's going to obviously come to light.
Barberton native Lisa Davenport is bothered by the turmoil and uncertainty.
And we need to move forward and get through whatever is going on. I'm not sure. I don't know what that is.
I reached out to all 8 Barberton council members and the council president to ask for interviews about what's going on with the mayor. None have agreed to talk. I also made a public records request asking how much Barberton is paying a former U.S. assistant attorney to do the investigation.
It was a complete surprise to me. There was no talk of this in November, December.
Bebe Idek finished his last year on Barberton Council just a few months ago and says he didn't hear anything about a mayoral investigation then, but says he's not surprised by the lack of transparency now.
It's not fair for either side to really talk about it, open it up to what's going on. It's just due process.
Barberton City Charter says the mayor can be removed with the affirmative vote of 2/3 of the entire council, but the mayor must be notified of the charges at least 15 days in advance of the public hearing. In a statement to News 5 last week, Judge said in part he has not received the charges required by charter, and I welcome the opportunity to respond to any concern of council and any asserted ground for my removal from office.
We all want to know what's going on.
In Barberton, I'm your Summit County reporter, Bob Jones.